Yo, what's good with y'all? Yo, welcome to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast. Decided to do a live video. Uh, Severe thunderstorms, all type of weather issues going on right now. I know a lot of people lost power. I was on my way to the crib and power lines down, the stop lights not working, all type of shit. But I just wanna say y'all be safe out there for my family in Illinois. I know a couple of y'all wondering where your power went. I know some of y'all ain't pay that fucking bill. Let's keep it real about that. Somebody ain't pay their fucking bill and the lights went off. Y'all shit been off. Let's keep it real, man. I'm not here to play tonight because I got a lot of shit on my mind and we gonna talk about. But no, just for real though, like everybody up in Danville, Illinois, my hometown with power outage. Hope y'all shit get back right. I know it's down like pretty much the whole Danville. It seemed like seeing y'all on social media talking about it. So yeah, y'all keep it safe out there. But let's get into the episode, man. It's been a while. Like I always tell y'all when I do come back, life been life and a lot of shit been going on. And I know I'm built for it. I know God got a plan for me, just like he got a plan for all y'all. So keep y'all head up, keep on grinding. Don't let too much get y'all down. Remember, it's a positive in every negative. Like, so keep on shaking whatever you're going through. So salute to everybody out there. Thank y'all for tuning in to the podcast. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that I've watched over the couple last weeks as far as like TV shows, movies, what's going on with the sports world right now. Right now, for those like I'm one of them type. I watch football, basketball. I watch boxing, UFC year round. But when it's no basketball or football on, it's hard to watch TV. And I know like baseball on. Like I've been trying to bet on that shit. Like I just can't get into it. It's too many rules. You gotta know so many different things. Like I literally just found out what the hell a RBI is today, and honestly, I still can't tell you like off the top of my head what it's really about. But yeah, man, the shit is. I can't watch baseball, but it's been some trade rumors going on. Trades that went down recently, so I'll get into a little bit of that. I'm gonna start off with let me start off with the quote of the day. I haven't did a quote of the day for a while. Salute to the Wall Street Trapper. I really been tapped in with bruh, man. Like he been putting out some great content, and I'm gonna get into that on what I've been like the tools he been putting out there, what I've been taking into my dome piece, and I hope y'all start doing the same because, like I said, just a lot of shit be going on in life, man, and a lot of people we all got our own struggles, but we can find our way through this. So financially, I know that can be a life changer for a lot of us as well. So like I said, we'll talk about that in a minute. But the quote of the day is, when will you turn your last name to an asset? Like I said, I've been just piggybacking off what bro been saying. If y'all tune into the Wall Street Trapper, he pretty much been saying like with our name, like for instance, my last name is Brooks. My name, I didn't create that last name. You feel me? I got that from my pops, my mom, like that generation, all the way back and stuff. But our name came from something. We don't know what our last name really means. Like, I mean, you can Google, it's Google and stuff like that out there. But what does your last name really mean to you? And what he is saying is like your last name should be an asset. When you leave this earth, you should leave enough to your family that they good for life. So for the next generation, they good for life. Like it's got to be a pattern, but we had to set that trend. So which other way to do it but to leave them financially stable? I know like from a lot of our generations, I'm 36, I was born 87. Those generations, I don't believe a lot of families left money to their kids and stuff like that. You might get a couple families might have like insurance or whatever and have like maybe a M in the bank for like 5 kids to split or something like that. But it's with so much money that's being printed in the USA, it's no way that we shouldn't be able to leave our family with so much money that that shouldn't be an issue at all. As far as financially, they should always be covered. And a way that we wasn't taught in school was stocks, and that's something I want to get into a little later. I just want to give y'all a little breakdown of what I've been tracking and what I've been investing in. So, like I said, we'll get into that. But yeah, that's what the quote of the day is. When will you turn your last name to an asset? And you just gotta seriously, honestly ask yourself, like, when will that day be? When you gonna get off your ass and like, you know what? My money's just sitting in the bank. It's not doing nothing. Let me put this money somewhere, put it to work, and let that money work for us, because there's no way that we can continue following this trend that we're gonna work till we 65 and then just be done with working. Then you think about it, like the average person live until they 70, 80 years old. So you mean to tell me you're gonna work all the way to 65, and then from 65 to let's say 80, that ain't that many years to enjoy your life. That money that you saved over all them years, when are you going to enjoy that? And I believe the time is now. Um, I don't know everybody's job that they do, how you get your income and stuff like that. But a lot of us, like we everybody's not fortunate to have like a big sum of money sitting in their bank and stuff like that. But I do believe we can all get there if we start educating ourselves more and passing on these tools to the next person, man. And I'm hoping that I can do that at some point with somebody. Like I said, I'm sold on it. I'm gonna sell my peep on it, and I'm gonna continue pushing it until we all start seeing it for like what it is. And yeah, like I said, we'll get into that a little bit. I just want to make a quick podcast just about certain shit. But let's get into some sports. Like I said, the sports right now, we got the NBA free agency tomorrow. What is that? June 30th. June 30th is free agency. A couple of guys, star players like Kyrie Irving, Draymond, uh, Dame Lillard still in the trade talks. It's a lot going on. But some of the key stuff that trades that went down already. CP3 was traded to the Wizards, right? He got traded to the Wizards. The Wizards traded him to Golden State. So now you got CP3, Curry, Thompson, Wiggins, and like I said, Draymond is in free agency, but it's a big chance that he'll come back to the Warriors. So they shaping up to go for another run. I know like CP3, him and Curry had some crazy battles from both teams, well, all the teams that CP3 played on against the Warriors. But now he's a part of that team. Like I said, I can see them doing a lot of shit, just like how Draymond facilitates the ball on the court. CP3 can no shit do the same thing. You got two people that can get Curry, Clay, and what's my boy Wiggins, get them open, man. Like, and the way they play, they can play small ball. Like they really invented the small ball playing in the NBA. So yeah, I'm thinking they going for another run. So that's a big thing in the West. Also, Bradley Beal decided to join the Phoenix Suns. So now he's there with KD, Ayton, and Devin Booker. So a lot of these teams are shaping up to where they got at least four people that continue to be like star players, like people that can give you 20 and 10 a night. All those players I just named can give you 20 and 10 a night. Ayton definitely can if he stopped playing lazy. And maybe with now that he has a new coach, maybe he'll stop being a little bitch and start manning up and being a real man out there and start acting like he's 7 foot instead of playing like he's 5 foot tall out there. So I say we'll get into that. What else did I have as far as with the basketball? Congratulations to the Nuggets for winning. They won the series versus Miami Heat. Put them out. I think was it 4 or 5 games. I'm pretty sure 4 or 5. I can't even remember it. Like it just seemed like it's been so long ago. But the question is, will they repeat? Bruce Brown is a restricted free agent. He's possibly going to sign back with him. If somebody offers more, he'll probably go that route because technically, like he got his ring. That's what the league has come to. as long as you get your ring, then at that point you get to stay with that team and continue trying to build with them, or you could be like, fuck it, I got my ring. Let me go play for somebody I always wanted to play for coming up in the sports world as far as being want to be an NBA player. So um, I feel like they can repeat if they sign Bruce Brown back. If they sign Bruce Brown back, they have a big chance at repeating. I still believe they can beat. No, I don't believe they can beat Phoenix, but I believe that I don't want to jinx it, but Booker, KD, and CP3 have all been injured these last 5 years. All three of those names right here have popped up, and they've missed over 15, 20 games due to injuries. Like I know Booker with the hamstring, KD's he tore his ACL. No, not his ACL, his Achilles, and CP3 that had every injury. He done had every injury you can think of. So with that being said, I believe that Denver could get past them because somebody's gonna come up. Not 100%. That's just the way it goes. Now, if I'm wrong, like I said, I don't want to jinx them or anything like that. But if Phoenix can be healthy for the whole year, it's gonna be a problem in the West. As far as my Lakers, I believe that we can make the playoffs. We can make a deep run, but we gotta trade for a big man. I know it sounds crazy. We already got AD, but he seriously doesn't want to play the center position. He wants to play power forward. He's more comfortable down there. Even though he can dominate centers, he'd rather play at a power forward because he ain't got to play under the rim the whole damn game. You feel me? So I can see us making a deep run, but the way the West is stacking up, it's like we're going to have at least 4 star players. And right now, it's just, honestly, LeBron and AD. And both of those guys that stay healthy, they getting up there in that age where they start breaking down and missing big games. And we ain't got the bench to hold us afloat while the ship get to sinking, you know? So um, as far as the East, Boston got a little better. They went out there and got Porzingis, but they lost Marcus Smart. However, they really didn't need him. They could run Derek White at the one if they wanted to. Jalen could run all three of those. Anybody from power forward to small forward can really run the one. So I'm thinking Boston to be back. Middleton's gonna have to sign back with Milwaukee. I know he wasn't healthy last year, but a healthy Middleton, Bucks can be back in the East at the top somewhere. I don't really see that too many teams. I know with James Harden, he's supposed to be signing back with Philly, but the reports were saying that he want like $45 million a year or some shit, and no team's gonna pay him that right now, especially after his performance. Like if you can't perform all the way through the playoffs, like if you ain't busting your ass, even that last game, that shit matters. Like he had a couple of games he dropped 40. He had games where he got a couple triple doubles, but if you're not playing all the way through, team's not gonna fuck with you. So it's up to Philly. If Philly gonna pay him, he's gonna stay. If not, he gone. He gonna at this point, he's my look. Either I'm gonna play for a championship or I'm just gonna enjoy my time and stack this bread. Like I had a great career. I won MVP. I've been in the playoffs. So I mean, I've been on Team USA, all type of shit. So Harden to be all right. But I know that's always something that stings to a athlete when you don't win that championship. And when, like I said, get to that final stage and hold that trophy over your head at the end of the year. So I just want to see what's gonna go on. Also, Kyrie he's visiting Phoenix. So like I said, this shit is crazy. If they can find a way to get Kyrie on Phoenix, that nobody's beating Phoenix if they get Kyrie. I don't know how they're gonna afford him, but that's a major upgrade. If all them dudes can stay healthy, man, it's gonna be a problem. So we'll start seeing getting a little bit more news on that tomorrow since free agency opens tomorrow. What else did I want to get into? I wanted to go over for the WWE fans. This week we have Money in the Bank, and I just want to do a couple of predictions on the fights. I want to say it's about 7 fights scheduled for that night. I'm gonna just start from the bottom and go with my prediction. Intercontinental Championship, Gunther versus Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle just got back from injury. I want to say it was Imperial. They end up jumping my boy He ain't really had no help. Sammy Zayn and Kevin Owens been helping him out a little bit, but he ain't really had no help lately since Randy Orton been on the sideline injured. But I heard he's getting pretty healthy, so he'll be back soon. I'm guessing. Um, Gunther been on the road, man. Ever since he didn't win that belt, nobody has pinned him. Nobody has submitted him for this whole intercontinental reign. He's defended his belt against high quality players. I could definitely see him being the main eventer next year, like or maybe next year when WrestleMania come up. Gunther gonna be fighting for the heavyweight title. Like they gonna have to put it on him at some point. He's bigger than the intercontinental belt. That's just right under the heavyweight belt. So I think he on the road, man. He can get that belt from some of the top guys. If Cody Rhodes don't get it, I understand Seth Rollins got it right now. But if Cody Rhodes or somebody like that get it, Gunther gonna be the one to get that belt. So I'm betting on him. But as far as for this match, like I said, he's been on the road. Nobody's really beating. I can see Riddle giving him a good match, but I got Gunther winning this one. Um, Women's Tag Team Championship: Ronda Rousey versus and Shayna Baszler versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. Um, Liv Morgan just got back from injury. Rodriguez, they've been jumping Rodriguez and shit, kicking her ass. Um, Ronda Rousey, like I don't really watch the women's matches, nothing against it. I just rather watch the top matches on the card for the night. Um, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, like they just come off corny because, like I said, I'm a wrestling fan. I look at it from all angles. From the music standpoint, like Ronda Rousey got that music that she's like the good guy. Like people supposed to be happy to see her. She's a role model. She gotta make her music kind of dark. Like when you got that dark music or some shit and you playing the hill, that's the type of music you can't have. You can't have the babyface music walking down that ramp. And like I said, just come off corny because she's supposed to be this MMA tough girl. And Shayna Baszler, I just think they run could be a little bit better if they switch their music up. I think that'll help out a lot. That'll make the crowd feed into the heel perspective. You feel me? So, like I said, against Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan, honestly, with the women's championships, they get tossed around a lot. Like somebody might have a reign for a little bit, but the belts always end up like they end up moving the belts around like to keep it interesting. So I'm gonna actually go with the underdogs this fight. I'm gonna go with Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan due to her just getting back from injury. I can see them pulling off a win. What else we got? Next match with the Money in the Bank ladder match, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Becky Lynch versus Zoe Stark, Zelina Vegas, Bailey, Io Sky, and Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus, Hall of Famer. She's been back pushing Zoe Stark as a heel. Trish Stratus is a heel. She turned on Becky Lynch when Trish and Lita was partners. Lita ended up getting injured, or she got rolled off the storyline for a minute, I'm guessing. I don't. I know Trish is the bad guy on here, but I don't see her. I can see her possibly getting this title shot from the way they pushing her, but I honestly feel like old girl Zoe, the one that's with her, is gonna be the one that wins the title. I just think because she just got from NXT and they pushing her pretty hard. So out of that list, the fan favorite I'm thinking is gonna be Becky Lynch. But I always usually go with the underdog for the ladder matches for the most part. So I'm gonna go with Zoe Stark on that one. I think she'll pull that one off. Next match we got is Cody Rhodes versus Dominic Mysterio from the Judgment Day. I'm going with Cody off this because pretty much they pushing him to get that title shot, maybe against Seth Rollins, maybe at SummerSlam. What comes after SummerSlam? I'm trying to think. SummerSlam, Survivor Series, some shit. He gonna challenge for that belt again and finally win the belt. But I can't see Dominic Mysterio pulling this one off. I can see him trying to cheat a couple times to win just from the character he's playing right now as a heel. But I'm gonna go with Cody to win this one. They've been building up a decent storyline. Not Ray. Dominic been stealing on Cody, like having his way, coming out there with Rhea Ripley, and just starting shit, just being an asshole, a dumbass little kid at the time. But I got Cody Rhodes pulling that win off. I take that back. With the storylines that's been going on, at some point Cody and Brock is gonna end up fighting again. If they gonna push Brock and Cody to fight at SummerSlam coming up, I can see this angle being played out as Cody and Dominic fighting and Brock interfering, costing Cody the match with Dominic Mysterio to win. So that's what I'm gonna go with. It's either gonna be Cody with a clean win with Mysterio trying to cheat to win, or it's gonna be Brock Lesnar interfering in that match and causing Dominic Mysterio to win. So somehow, some way, he gotta get Cody to attack him first, some shit like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Cody to win though. What else we got? Next match, we got the men's ladder match for the Money in Bank contract. Ricochet, LA Knight, Shinsuke Nakamura, Santos Escobar, Butch, Damian Priest, and Logan Paul. Now this one is gonna be tricky because there's so many people that can play the wild card in here. For starters, I can see LA Knight winning. I can see Nakamura winning. I can see Damian Priest winning. And I can also see Logan Paul winning. So I think Ricochet, let me see, Ricochet, damn, yeah, they haven't been pushing Ricochet as like what he was before he got to WWE. If I would have to say, I'm gonna go with LA Knight just because the crowd been feeling him. They've been going crazy for him. He's supposed to be the heel right now, but like I said, the fans treat him like he's a baby face. So I'm gonna go with LA Knight to win this one. For y'all that don't know, or if y'all don't remember, the Money in the Bank match is if the winner that gets the ladder, off the ladder, the briefcase from at the top of the ladder, gets a title shot. They got 365 days. They got a whole year to cash in whenever they want. So technically, if they win that night, that same night, if it's a heavy a fight for a title, you can go out there and cash in on them at the end of the match and get an easy win and get the belt. I don't see that happening. But like I said, I do believe LA Knight can win this fight. So I'm going to go with LA Knight to win this one. The fight of the night, to me, that I think going to be the fight of the night that I can't wait to see is this Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. If you haven't been following the storyline, Solo Sikoa is the Usos' youngest brother. Roman Reigns is the cousin. He is the breadwinner. He's the top of the line. He's number one in the group. Pretty much, he bullied the Usos to fall in line. Like I said, he the tribal chief. They followed behind him. He finally got the Usos on board. They had Sami Zayn in the group at one time. He ended up turning on them, trying to break them up. Sikoa comes along, the youngest brother, and they bring him in. They got him as the enforcer. So the Usos are pretty much, they all good, but then like I said, they end up fucking around and Roman get to feeling himself, so he fuck around and steal on Jimmy Uso. I want to say Jimmy Uso, and caused the group to break up because Jay was like, shit, I'm with my brother, man. So they finally got a war going on between the family, between the bloodline. It's the split of the group for the most part. It's looking like Usos versus Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Technically, Roman ain't really been losing like that since he's had the belt. I could see them. Oh man, I don't know. This, like I said, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up to me. I can see the Usos winning this, but then again, because they got more to. Roman ain't got nothing to lose. He still got his belt at the end of the day. Sikoa is the youngest brother, so the twins, the older brother, should win. I'm gonna go with the Usos. I'm gonna go with the Usos to win this one. I'm gonna just go with them because I believe they're the underdog in this fight. If somebody come out and interfere, it's gonna cost Reigns and Sikoa to win. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Usos with this one. They been getting that push to like be the baby face again, like they the good guys in the family. So y'all go with Usos to win that one. In the final match on the card, we have Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Now the storyline with this one been pretty dope. About 6, 7 years ago, Finn Balor was the first undisputed champion in history. Got the new belt, the Universal title, and he ended up getting injured the match he won, so he had to relinquish the belt. Seth Rollins ended up getting it, and I guess he been having Avengers out for him ever since. Finally, he picked his shot and started attacking Seth Rollins. He been attacking him on, I think Seth Rollins with the NXT to show love to the younger brand coming up. He got Finn attacked him there. He attacked him on Raw. Like he just been attacked him, like taking advantage of him. He attacked him in the backstage, all type of shit. So he's been coming off like this bitter guy, and he believes he gonna get this belt. I can see this match taking Seth Rollins to the limit, but Seth Rollins hot right now. He the hottest in WWE besides Roman Reigns. I can't see him losing this belt when he just had it. Like he only defended about 2 or 3 times, and that's because he been doing the open challenges on Raw, and he even went down to NXT and defended his title. So I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins to win that one right there. We gonna stick with that. So those are my final predictions. Again, my predictions are Gunther, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan for the women's tag. I got Zoe Starks winning the Money in the Bank for the women. I got Cody Rhodes winning. The Usos beating Roman Reigns and Sikoa. And I got LA Knight winning the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then the final, I got Seth Rollins beating Finn Balor. So that's my predictions for WWE. Next thing I want to get into is some music. I got to talk about the situation. I'll start off with the situation with the whole Gunna situation. He released a tape called A Gift and a Curse. I ain't gonna lie, when I woke up that morning, I listened to this tape. I probably listened to it 3 times that day. And that's been my go-to tape. When I go to the gym, first songs that come on, Gunna. I've been listening to it at the crib. I'm listening to it in the car, work, wherever. Anyways, you get the point. The tape, out of 15 songs, I give it 15 out of 15. Now, I want to go into the situation a little bit for those that didn't know the situation. And my opinion, not where I stand with it, but my opinion on the whole situation. And that is, so for starters, we had RICO charges came down on the whole YSL gang. Young Thug, Duke, Gunna, they whole little group went down for some RICO charges, right? Gunna and Thug and some of the other crew members went to jail. They were pretty much saying like they were a gang, like they didn't got people missing, like they the mafia or some shit. The word on the street has been that Gunna snitched on him, that to get out, because he just got out of jail after prison for like, what is that, 2 years I think he been gone. And people wasn't fucking with him because they like, damn, he got out early and Thug's still in. He must have snitched. That's the first thing they're gonna think when you in jail. Like, if you supposed to get a certain amount of time or the expected time and you come home early as fuck, they're like, hold on, this nigga snitched. Like, how you get out so early? What you doing here? You ain't supposed to be out to 2035. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, personally, I don't know if he snitched or not, because the way that he talks on this album, it's like, I didn't snitch. I said some information that he pretty much said like the feds set him up, and they try to get him to agree to certain shit, but he wasn't with that. He just said enough that granted him his wish to get out. So he addressed all that on the tape, and Thug even dropped the tape after him. But personally, to me, like I said, I think as far as label mates, Gunna had the better tape, 15 out of 15. Thugs, I probably listened to it twice, and I haven't really even listened to it all the way through because it didn't really do nothing for me. But this Gunna tape, like I said, is 15 out of 15. Um, as far as the situation, I understand like how social media is set up and how people think, but we still don't know the whole situation. We honestly have to see what happens with Young Thug when he comes home. What can you say about what happened with Gunna? If they cool, it's because he did the right thing. He did what he was supposed to do. Maybe they've talked and said like this is the best thing for you to do is get out because I want to push you. You younger than me and you got more going on than me. But I'm gonna sit down, do this time, and I'll be home. But like I said, when you come on first, there's only one side of the story. So we need to hear that other side of the story. And as far as me, like I said, I ain't never been no street nigga. I'm a real nigga, but I'm not no street nigga. I ain't never been out here in these streets claiming no gang, nothing like that. I've always been neutral. I've always been a stand on my own. So to me, I'm a civilian out here. For real, like I'm not in the streets, so I'm not going. Nah, that nigga a rat. Like I'm not gonna do all that. What I'm gonna say is that Gunna fucking tape is fire, and you should listen to it. I know I've listened to it over 10, 15 times by now. Like I'm pretty much burnt the tape out. But like I said, every day I've been needing to hear some songs. So call it what you want. I know niggas that calling Gunna a snitch, then I guarantee you the snitch is some. Put it like this: everybody that snitched at some point in their life. I don't give a damn if you was 5 years old and you told on your older brother, your older sister, that they stole something from your mama or your daddy. Nigga, you snitched, and that shit don't go away. That's always gonna be on your jacket. So I ain't talking about that street shit. I'm talking about motherfuckers that snitch before in life. Like I said, I'm a man, but at some point I was a child. Like with my brother and shit, I got two brothers that's way younger than. Well, one of my brothers is 2 years younger than me, and my other brother like 10 years, well 13 years younger than me. Of course I can, man. I ain't do that. That was Dre. I used to do that shit all the time to Dre when we ask him. When we was before we was teenagers, I would blame everything on Dre because I know they used to whoop my ass so much. Y'all gotta start whooping his ass because that boy was the devil when he was young. Dre was the devil when he was a young child, for real. So, like I said, man, y'all niggas that snitch at some point in y'all life, stop acting like y'all really in the streets, like y'all Bloods and Crips and shit. Like, fuck out of here with all that. Listen to the music. As far as a music standpoint, Gunna got a fire tape. If you fuck with Thug's tape, let me know. But I mean, tell me what songs y'all was feeling. Maybe I need to listen to it again for real because, like I said, that's Gunna tape. I've listened to all the songs on there and it was all solid. So that's all I'm gonna really say on that, man. If you ain't really in the streets, man, stop judging what's going on because you ain't heard both sides of the story. Listen to the music, enjoy the music. Like I said, he back out here trying to feed his family. That's the way I look at it. So like I said, I'm gonna leave it at that, man. The songs I want to say that's on there, I'm gonna give y'all 5 tracks that y'all should listen to on that Gunna tape. First song I'm gonna say is "Back to the Moon." He got a video to that one. Rodeo Drive, that one was fire. Turned Your Back, that one was fire. All Right, he got a video to that one. That was another fire one that I was fucking with. And the last one on there was Bread and Butter. I think that was his first video he made since he been out. And like I said, on some of these songs, he go into details, somewhat go into details of the whole situation. You can tell in his music that like he just went through some shit. He want to talk about it. He felt like everybody was against him at some point, but like I said, he back on his shit, man. Like I said, he made a great album. Like I will put that under what's Drip season 2 or 3. I'll say Drip season 2 maybe Drip season 3 maybe. I would say that this tape right behind it, like the way that he came out with this tape is, like I said, it's on point. After the whole album, my favorite song probably is Rodeo Drive, just because like I said, I'm a music listener. The song before that is called Fuck You Mean, and the way that it transitions to the next song when it goes into Rodeo Drive, I feel like that was a clean Switch, and that song, like soon as that fuck you mean, I think that's Dre's favorite song on there. But as soon as it get to that Rodeo Drive, it's a vibe, man. Like I really fuck with it. So like I said, check out Gunna's tape. It's on all platforms. The tape is called A Gift and a Curse. That's like I said, that's Gunna. Um, Let me move into a couple of more things I wanted to talk about, and that was what was it? A movie I saw recently, and that movie was damn where I go. One second. And the movie is Super Mario Brothers. Now I know y'all like, I know this grown ass man ain't talking about no goddamn Super Mario. Let me tell you something. Growing up, we didn't have no game system until we was about close to being a teenager. So about 11 and 12, I think we got a Nintendo. Now that was late as fuck to have a Nintendo at that age. At that age, just when Nintendo 64 was out, I'm pretty sure the PlayStation was out. We had a Nintendo. So I got to play like all the other games when I used to go to my homies' cribs when I was younger. But as I got older, Super Mario was always my shit. From Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and then when it got to 64, they had Mario Kart and the Super Mario, when it's pretty much the whole board of Mario. Um, this game is like this is a GOAT game. Super Mario 3 is my favorite game. As far as like, yeah, like an action, do you consider Mario an action game? Pretty much an action game. That was my favorite all-time game. My favorite game, everybody know, is Madden, but Super Mario 3 is probably right under Madden for me. Um, the movie was pretty good. I got to watch it with my girl and my daughter. Um, we watched it one time. We didn't get to see the end of it because I don't know, it was getting too late or something. But did we? I'm pretty sure we went back to it to see like how it ended or whatever. But the movie was pretty good. I will say that, like, so let me give you the summary on it. With help from Princess Peach, Mario gets ready to square off against the all-powerful Bowser to stop his plans from conquering the world. So on this, I like the whole storyline on how Mario and Luigi is plumbers. Like I said, just like the game, like they plumbers. They not big time. They going to people's crib trying to do the right shit and fucking up everything. And they get sucked into these tunnels, and they end up at this world, and they're trying to. What I think they're trying to rescue Princess, but Bowser's trying to marry her and shit. Whole time on the movie, Luigi gets sucked into another area, and Mario's in a different area. Now Mario's there trying to get to the princess or conquer Bowser's or whatever, and I said he's still trying to find his brother or whatever. To me, like I said, this movie was great, man. Like I really enjoyed it because my favorite character on the whole Super Mario thing is Donkey Kong. He got the whooping Mario's ass at some point on the movie. Like, so I don't want to spoil it too much for y'all, but like I said, it was fun seeing Donkey Kong on there doing this thing and just seeing how they made Mario go against certain people, just like the video game, like the little Koopas and shit going around. He's conquering them, getting past them, trying to get back to his brother. So it's a storytelling ending. One of those heartwarming, fun films for a family or whatever is what I'm saying. But like I said, if you a Super Mario fan, you would love this. I'm actually planning on watching this again because my daughter, like, she only 3. She don't know nothing about Mario, but now ever since it's been coming on, like since we seen the movie, that's all she want to talk about is Mario. So definitely gonna check that out again. If you've seen it, let me know y'all review on it. What did you like about the movie? What didn't you really like? Because I felt like it was good all the way through. Like it was one of them movies that, like, you can't be sitting on your phone and be like, oh yeah, I remember when this happened. No, it actually turned out pretty good. Um, Moving right along, and excuse me for this siren going off. I say we got these thunderstorms going on. I know a lot of people lost power I haven't lost power yet, so I'm praying that I'm good for the night so I can get up and go to work, get off and enjoy my weekend. So what else did I have for y'all? I wanted to speak on a movie I saw as well, and that what was that? No, I take that back. A TV show I saw based on a true story. Now these are my favorite type. When it's based on a true story, I always like to see like the background on it, and then like after I watch it, which I haven't. I've watched the TV show, but now I want to go look at the real story on it and see like match it up to how the TV show was, like what was real, what was added into it. You feel me? So I'm gonna just give y'all a quick a little summary on it real quick and tell y'all what I thought about it. Candy is a quiet housewife who overnight decides to have an affair with her neighbor, but the relationship soon spirals out of control when her lover's wife is found dead and all suspicion falls on her. So, pretty much, two families, they go to church, these church going people. I want to say one of the wives are probably like 10 years younger. So she's the way that they planned out is like she's more attractive because she's the younger lady. Um, Dude and his wife, they faithful, they locked in. The lady Candy and her husband, he's older. It seems like they distanced with their relationship, like they just got married and finally now like, hey, we got kids, so I ain't gotta give you that same love that I was getting you when I first got you. Is the way it's looking. Like he's so stuck in his world that yeah, I'm married, I love you, but I don't have to spend valuable time with you. And she's starting getting burnt out over it. So she meets the other guy up in the church and starts seeing like his wife. They having trouble because I think they trying to have another kid or just trying to have sex in general at their age, and it ain't working out. Candy, the younger one, decides like, damn, I'm gonna just do it. Like she been having weird dreams or whatever about dude, and they just been having a couple of run-ins, and she decided like, look, I'm gonna just be real with him. She go up to this dude and say like, what do you think about having an affair with me? Tell him like, yeah, I like you, I'm feeling you or whatever, but maybe we should have an affair, and maybe that gets a spark back that what we need in our lives, because it seemed like we both need that spark. Long story short, he agrees. They come to terms like, look, we can do this, but if you start feeling like you catching feelings, then we can't do this no more. We gotta call it quits. Go be with our family and act like this shit never happened. So it happens for a while. They start catching feelings for each other. They start trying to back off, but at the same time, they in too deep already. So they end up doing it for a little bit longer. The wife of the guy, the husband, starts feeling like, hey, maybe something going on. Some start feeling off. Um, Candy ends up running her mouth, or her husband finds some shit. That's what it was. The husband finds a love letter from the other husband, and now she asks him about it, and she tells the truth as a wife. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the truth. Yeah, this happened. We had a fear, but it's been over with. The dude never addresses the husband. The best friend ends up, like I said, being having a good heart. She tells the husband like, yeah, it happened, but they didn't do it again. And like I said, the wife ends up spilling the beans too. Tell him like, yeah, like it happened, but it won't happen again. Fast forward, they both the first couple, after they go their separate ways, since they start feeling like, damn, my husband knows, so maybe you should be with your wife. They go to a married retreat, and they find that spark again. They get to being able to have sex again, laugh, enjoy each other company again. So then Candy and her husband is like, you know what? We should do the same thing. Let's go to this retreat and try to get our shit together. Finally get it together. Both families good. Everything going good. And then what happens? Candy, no, the wife of the husband's wife start feeling that like, hey, maybe they had a fear something happened. So she invites Candy over and like, you know what? Hey, I want to ask you a question because she been watching her kids and everything. It's crazy. It's so much tied into it. But she says, "Are you having an affair with my husband?" And Candy admits to it. But the thing about it is, she didn't know that the husband didn't tell her yet. So this is her first time hearing it, and she just tells her, like, "Look, I don't want you around my kids no more. Just bring my kids home. Well, they can stay the night tonight because I don't want to see you again. After you bring my kids home, I don't want to, like, we not cool no more. I don't fuck with you because like I said, they've been there for each other. They consider yourself friends. Both church going ladies, they consider themselves friends and stuff like that. And this is out of the ordinary for them to be having affairs with husbands and the husband and the wife having affairs and stuff. So Candy tries to leave the house and the wife ends up and she goes and gets an axe. Um, they get into a scuffle and Candy ends up getting the axe away from the wife and cutting her up like with the axe. I think they said she stabbed her, hit her with the axe like 45 times, based on a true story, about 45 times. So it was like overkill. So Candy's telling the cops and everybody else that she ain't have nothing to do with it. And finally she breaks down to her lawyer that, yeah, I did it, but it was in self-defense because she went and got the axe and tried to kill me. So once she cut me with the axe, she cut at my toes, she cut me up some. Once I was able to get that axe from her, I just lost it because like, you just try to kill me, I gotta kill you because you just try to kill me. So it's either you or me. And she goes on trial, and like I said, fast forward to the end, she beats the case. They pretty much say that it was self-defense. Um, Rest in peace to her, but a dead person can never talk. You only hearing that side of the story from the person that's still alive and well. And like I said, it fucked up her life because she had a rough life after that. But I'm pretty sure she got it together. The husband ended up getting married again to one of the neighbors, so he was all fucked up. Like he just went from having an affair with a woman that killed his wife to just saying fuck both of y'all. I'm still gonna pursue my happiness and I'll be with somebody else. We just happened to be the neighbor. Maybe she was coming over, breaking him off when he was going through that time of pain with the side piece killing his wife. So womanless, lonely, I need a woman. That's what he went and got. But it's a great series. I want to say it's 8 episodes. Every episode's get better and better. I enjoyed it. I would give that show, I give it a 10 out of 10, man, because they like I said, with it being based on a true story, it's a real story. I enjoy watching TV shows like that's based on true story because it just gets to show you like we just live in a crazy time. I don't really go to church much no more. I believe that everybody position with God is the way that it should be. Like if you want to go to church every week and praise him, you can do that. If you want to pray inside your home every day to him and talk to him whenever you want, that's pretty much the same thing. That's the way I see it. Everybody should have a personal relationship with God. I don't want to get all religious and stuff, but when I see TV shows like that, it's like this stuff happens in the church. No, that just shows you even more. Nobody's perfect. You'll never be perfect. So stop trying. Just do the best you can. And like I said, just a sad story the way it went down for somebody to lose their wife and a woman to even have to be put in that position that she almost lost her life to going to prison. So that show is called Love and Death. It is on, I want to say, HBO Max. So whenever y'all get a chance, if y'all looking for a TV show to check out goddamn Love and Death on Showtime. What else do I got for y'all? 1 second here. As I wrap up this show, man, I think I done gave y'all, okay. Next thing I want to talk about is my segment called Stop the Bullshit. And this is something I've mentioned before. When I would say stop running, I mean like stop running from all your problems. Everything that you're facing in life, we always have to go back to this one thing. when you were created, you were not created to walk this straight path in life. Like life is never gonna be a straight line. You gotta it's gonna be some loops, it's gonna be some curvy roads, and you just gotta find your way through it. And every time you get to that next stage, you just leveling up and showing your creator that you were built for this and you can get anywhere in life as long as you put positivity towards it and stay positive and not let shit get you down so much. Like I said, we all been through different battles in life, but it has to be a winner every time, and that winner has to be you. So um, I just want to say, like, the thing I wanted to say with this segment was I want you to, when you get a chance, write down the problems that you feel like you're facing in life right now. Write down those problems, and each problem you got, find a solution for it. You having trouble saving money? Let me put a budget on myself every week. This is the budget I can go with as far as like food, going out to eat, going out to have fun, clothing, just buying whatever you want. Let me put a budget every week to budget that I can't go over and manage my money better. Like it has to be a solution. That was just one example, but let me see like TV. If you watching too much TV, let me start watching an hour of TV a day and find something else valuable. If you reading books, let me read a couple chapters a day instead of just letting this book collect dust every time I order off Amazon. Some of this shit I can relate to because them books y'all see back there, I've read probably every book, but I haven't read all of them all the way through because my mind gets to wondering, and then I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just read this next book. It'll motivate me more to go back to another book. Right now, I'm reading the Way of the Superior Man and the Daily Stoics. Those are two books I read every day. I read the Daily Stoics in the morning, and then on my lunch break, I read the Way of the Superior Man. I read a couple chapters in that, and that's just me just trying to put positive in my head and shit like that. So another thing, I want to build a better bond with my family. Just a quick background on me. I have 8 siblings. I have 3 brothers and 5 sisters. So I don't have a great relationship. I have an okay relationship with them. Like we speak on social media. Um, for the ones I'm closer to on my mama's side, I have a good relationship with like Dre. I got a great relationship with like that's my right hand. But my youngest brother, my older sisters, and like everybody else, I really don't have a not so much relationship with them, and that's something I want to work on. Instead of me saying that, telling y'all that I don't have a good relationship with them, I need to start setting up certain things like take my sisters out on a date just to get to know them better. Like I got an older brother, kick it with him, like get to know his kids, him to get to know my daughter and stuff like that. Um, it's just certain stuff that we gotta stop making excuses for because at the end of the day, we keep on thinking in the back of our mind that this not gonna end, but one day we gonna be here and the next day we not. Like we don't. It's no time stamp on it. We don't know when it's gonna be, when it's gonna happen, and we're not gonna see it coming. And if we do, it's gonna be too late. So I just want to say, y'all, stop running from these problems and just face them head on. You built for this. Like we can get through all this shit. Like so I'm not no motivational speaking stuff. It's just certain shit that be on my mind that I want to speak on. I'm very opinionated. I like to speak on certain things. So I just want y'all to like just to tell y'all, keep your head up. Whatever any battles you facing, just take that shit head on because you can definitely beat it. I guarantee you can. So that's all I really want to stay on that. Next thing as I get close to wrapping this show up, this and let me get back to it. These next 2 segments really tie into each other, and let me see here. As I said at the beginning of the show, I've been heavy on the Wall Street Trappers channel. I've been watching the live videos on Trapping Tuesday. I've been listening to the audio, the way that he been breaking down stocks, the motivation he put behind why you should be investing and why haven't we been investing, with him to open up his financial shit, to see what he been through, for him to go to prison for so long, come home to working 96 hours a week, to now just dog in the stock market. And this ain't no scam. Like, this is legit shit. Like, I'm watching it, and like I said, I got in on it, and it's something, like I said, it's crazy. Like, growing up, like, nobody really talked about stocks. When you think about stocks, you think about Wall Street, like them the rich folks. Then you have to start asking yourself, if they can be rich, why can't it be me? Like, what's stopping me from being rich? When they putting all the information out there nowadays, all the information's out there. Y'all know they got a price on most of the shit, but a lot of this shit is free. All it takes is for you to start investing, like looking at one company, breaking down the balance sheet and all that type of stuff. Once you start learning all that, you can be in that same position. And that's all comes back to turning your last name into an asset. Once you start bringing in money like that, you gonna be the one. Like I said, Brooks, I can be the first millionaire in my family, and the generation of, like, the history of my Brooks name. I can be that millionaire. I can be a billionaire, but I gotta put that work in. If I'm not putting the work in, it's not gonna happen. As far as a millionaire, I can get there, just like everybody else can. You just gotta, all this knowledge out there, all this these tools. You just gotta take it, apply pressure. But like I said, one thing I want to speak on was stock market. The way I've been breaking it down is listening to Wall Street Trapper, looking on Robinhood is what I do stocks with, is Robinhood. I got crypto.com. I got what's the other one called? I got like 3 or 4 of them I'm connected with. I just got a little bit bread on a couple of them, but Robinhood probably my main one. But pretty much all you doing is just looking at the stock market. The tickers are released, like Google. They got certain tickers for each one. You just look it up, look up the background, see how the money flowing, and start investing. Throw you in a couple of stocks. Now, I know it's like, dog, you don't know what you're talking about, but the simplest way I could break it down to you is, like, look at it like this. If you get a check every week, every 2 weeks or whatever, when you get your check, you paying bills, and some people, majority of America, live check to check, meaning as soon as you get paid, you pay your bills, and you just holding on until the next 2 weeks. Like, damn, I get paid in 2 more weeks. I need this 1,200 to last me 2 weeks. If you have money invested in stocks, as the stock market goes up and down, soon as it reaches that high point in certain stocks, sell them stocks, take that bread out. You can do that, or you can get to a point where you so highly invested that I'm gonna let this money sit here for a while. So you see a lot of stuff on social media or on the internet about how if you had Amazon back in 1995, this how much money if you bought it when it was like $30 in 2023, you would be a millionaire already. In 2023, that's like less than like 25, 30 years. Think about what they say. We have to work until we 65, then retire. The average age that most people leave this earth is around 70 to 80 years. So if you were 65 and you just hoping to die at 7, you had 5 years to enjoy retirement, and then life's over with. It's another way. Like I said, I believe if you start investing, for a perfect example with me, my goal right now is starting off slow. Every Friday, $100 I put into my account for stocks. The stocks I'm looking at, like they said, get you about 5-10 stocks is solid, and just keep on building that portfolio. Add to those stocks every week or whenever you get paid. Whatever you can survive off of, whatever you can put to the side and invest in, that's what you do. So, for example, what I'm doing, every Friday I'm putting 100 in, so that's 400 a month. Just to go, I'm gonna just give y'all my five stocks that I'm invested in, and one of those stocks is the key one. My number one is the one that you should invest in, and I'll tell you why in a second. The first one is Vuzex. That is VUZI. That's that ticker. That one is $5.15. Um, I'll probably get into another podcast. How I start breaking down what the companies is. I didn't want to make this episode too long, but I'm gonna just give y'all a couple on what they price. Vuzex is $5.15. What else we got? AMC, the theaters, $4.26 for a stock for one share. Their ticker is AMC. What else we got? Where it go? Wrong way, wrong way. Physical gold shares. This is an ETF. Like I said, I'll break down what I know on another video. But this is a gold share. So if you want to invest in gold, that's like I said, that's another thing that's going up in the market. A ETF. This one costs $18.27. So that's the third one I got. Arua Cannabis, ACB. That one currently is 52 cents. Now I'm just giving y'all a couple of these is what you consider penny stocks because it's like a low amount, but you get in on it. Like I said, 10 years if you want to get highly invested, a 52-cent stock. As far as cannabis not going nowhere. If people continue to invest in this stock, that 52 cent can turn into $1. You can double your money. So like I said, that's the easiest way I can break it down to you. The last stock I got is Apple. Apple right now is $189.80. That ticker is AAPL. When I say ticker, that is the abbreviation of what you put in. If you download Robinhood, if you want to invest in a stock, you would type in AAPL and that stock will come up. It say $189.80, and you can buy that share. That's one share. Now, the reason why I say invest in Apple is because Apple is continually going to continue to produce iPhones. That's the biggest brand. I'm pretty sure iPhones are the biggest brand in the phone as far as phone carriers. I don't want to be pushing false information, but you can fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure Apple is the #1 phone carrier. Apple is going to continue to produce these high-level computers. They just released some glasses that's coming out next year that's about to take over because you can put the glasses on, watch TV. You're going to be in your own world, like a virtual world and stuff like that. But this app right here, this is something that Trap, like I said, I don't want to know he's not a financial advisor. I want to put that out there. But this is something that he just said, like, this Apple a day will keep, damn, I forgot what he said, my bad. I'm tweaking. Pretty much, long story short, Apple, if you buy Apple stock, as these years go on, as these they keep on buying these phones and keep on creating new ones and everybody keep on purchasing them, that stock is going to continue to rise. This is one that you want to hold on to. Like I said, if you hold on to it for 5 years, if it's about to be at 200 right now, honestly, I just got this stock 3 weeks ago. I caught it at 172. It's at 189, so that's $17 right there I done made off that stock. Now, I'm just going to continue to buy. My plan right now is put $400 a month away in my stocks and just start buying Apple stocks. So I'm gonna buy at least 2 a month until I get comfortable enough to where I can buy more. And then, like with the rest of the bread I got in there, I'm gonna start breaking it down so I can even out my portfolio. I want to have at least 10 companies. As I continue to learn this, I'm going to teach y'all what I learned. I'm gonna put something together and get the information out there and continue to share with y'all what the prices is, what it was, and y'all, like I said, y'all let me know if y'all need any more help on it. Do your own research first. Ask me whatever you want, and I'll give you the information I know. But this is something I believe that America should be doing. If everybody started investing, like I said, the stocks are gonna go up. The more money you're gonna have, and this money, like I said, at the end of the day, as I get into this next topic, you can't die with the money. Why not leave this money to your loved ones so they can enjoy it and build off your name? Because your name is now an asset. as you continue to build your wealth. Like I said, a lot of us didn't have this growing up. I said I came up, it was rough coming up. I waited until I was like a teenager when I was able to work on my own and have my own little bread. It helped me out a little bit. I could help out with the family, but um, I said everybody life was different, man. I know my struggle wasn't the worst struggle, but it made me a better person. And like I said, as I started seeing new things, I just got to pass it along because I got the next generation coming up. I got a daughter. I need her to be in a position that when I'm no longer here, that she's in a position and she remember like, damn, Pops taught me all this, and he left me with something that I can build off of, and she ain't got to start from the bottom. She can already be up here, higher above her peers at her age. So that's just a reason, man. Um, I want to wrap this up with my top five, and my top five for this week is top five reasons to invest. I'm gonna just give you a couple of reasons why I believe that we should invest. The first one is generational wealth. I just spoke on that. You wanna, when you leave this earth, like I said, you can't die with this money. You can't put all your bread in that casket with you. When you go into that casket, you going in there alone. Like I said, you won't see it coming. So building generational wealth, you want to be able to pass this money down to the next generation so they can have something to build on, and that next generation can build off something. It can be a continue, and that is going to carry weight to your last name. Like I said, I don't know where we go from here, but I believe in the afterlife. I believe that once you gone, that you would better see your loved ones, and you want to be able to see them doing good. You don't want them to go through the same struggles you did, because like I said, I wasn't. I'm still grateful and thankful to have my mom and dad still in life, but they haven't passed me down anything. They passed me down knowledge, but I wasn't handed no money when I graduated. You feel me? I had to go out here and get it on my own and make a name for myself. So I believe, as far as my last name, I'm that one that got to do it, and I'm down to do it, and I'm gonna make it happen. So I want to see y'all do the same thing. The other reason why to invest is you want to have money to fall back on when you want to take a break. And what I say by that is, I'm 36 years old. I've been working since I was 13. My cutoff limit, I believe, that I'm holding myself to is 45. By the age of 45, I don't want to be having to clock in working from 7 to 3:30. I want to be able to get up if my child got school, if she's already on the bus and everything. My lady, if she's at work, if she chooses to have a job at the time, I want to be in a position where I wake up when my alarm clock go off, when I set it, not because I had to set it, but what I want to set it to. If I want to wake up at 10 a.m., go get me some breakfast, go get me a nice workout, invest a little bit, podcast a little bit, do whatever I want. That's what I'm gonna do. I can't see myself at the age of 45 clocking in, answering to somebody else, waiting 2 weeks to get paid. I need to have it to where my money's set up that I can budget myself every month and be okay, not have to look at my bank account and say, damn, I ain't got it this month. So I'm gonna make that happen. Next thing I said, most were not taught this. When I say that is that, like I said, I go back to being in school. We weren't taught to start investing in stocks. Like once you get a credit line, start investing and getting good credit on your side. We wasn't taught that. So this is something that we have to learn. The information's out there. We seeing all these rich people get richer while we still down here struggling or trying to, like I said, living paycheck to paycheck and not living the life that we originally planned for. Um, what else did I say? The next one is sitting in the bank doesn't make you any money besides, like I said, the small rebate. Sorry if I'm looking up, I got my computer right here, but I was just trying to remember what I was gonna say. Um, like I said, when you put money in the bank, let's say you put $500 in the bank, if you come back to that $500 in a month, it's 9 times out of 10 still gonna be $500. But if unless you like been dibbling dabbling trying to like spend bread or whatever, but if you just had 500 in the emergency fund, it's not gonna do nothing. If you had it in the stocks, depending on the stocks you're getting, if they moving the right way, that 500 could be 600. It could be, you can double your money. It could be 800. It could be 1,000 sitting there. And at that point, that's when you, like I said, let me sell a couple of these shares. I need this bread. Off top of that, let me go ahead and take 500 off. You'll be in a position to do that. Like I said, if you just letting it sit there and it's not doing nothing, like I want to read into it more because I know they say like the bank makes money off you from it just sitting there. Like they're gonna get paid off fees if you go under a certain limit. Just letting it sit there, like they, when you do loans and stuff like that, like all this is using other people's money if you look at it that way. So that was another reason. The other one I said is change the narrative that we got and that we have to work until 65 and retire. That's why I just mentioned a little bit earlier. I don't believe that our bodies are set up to work all the way to the age of 65. When you think about it, for example, if I go to work for 8 hours, I get 6 hours of sleep. What's that? 14. They give me 10 hours to do what? I gotta try to find time in a day like to spend with the family. I gotta get some type of personal time, and like I said, just to relax or whatever. You not we not getting enough time to ourselves, and not just necessary time to ourselves, but we spending. Look, I take that out of it. If you work 8 hours and you sleep for 6 hours, that got to register in your head like something's wrong. You should be able to sleep more if you wanted to. You should be able to rest more than you work. That's how I feel. You should be able to spend 4 hours of working hard a day and have some money saved up to where you like, you know what? I'm gonna just do this for a couple hours. Then I'm gonna go about my day. I'm gonna go take my lady out for lunch. I'm gonna go take my kid here. I'm gonna go spend time with this person, my family members, whatever. I'm gonna enjoy myself. You can't do that if you spend your whole life working. By the time, like I said, about the time you get to 65, the way that if you take care of yourself, this is tying into if you going to the gym, taking care of your physique, if you working on your fitness and stuff. If you're not doing that, your body, you just gonna get older than, you're gonna feel older than 65 when you get to 65. So about time you get there and you retire, you're gonna have a little bit of bread to live off of, but you're not gonna be able to enjoy it because you done worked your ass off. You've been putting in tens and twelves every goddamn day for all this overtime just to save up money. And like I said, we gotta break that trend. And that's one way that we can do it is by investing in ourselves, investing in stocks, and like I said, making that money long. And the last thing I said was, like I said, invest so we can retire early and enjoy money. We should be able to have enough money in our bank that we don't have to look at our account every day and be like, damn, bro, I gotta pay this bill. I gotta pay for school for my daughter. I wanna go on this trip, but I ain't got this money yet. I gotta it's birthday parties coming up, these holidays. I wanna participate in Black Friday. I need a new TV, new washer and dryer, like all this type of shit. We shouldn't have to do this, and we gotta figure out a way. But I feel like this is the step. We need to start investing in ourselves and start seeing our money grow, so we can get addicted to seeing our money grow and realize at some point we don't need this job over here. Hey, can I cut my hours down, or else let me leave this job and find me something where I'm only working a couple hours. If I want to interact with people outside of like seeing them out in public, if I want to go work somewhere in politics, I can do that. But I believe that we have that choice. It's enough money being printed in this world, and it's enough for all of us. It's a lot of people. We can be millionaires. I know we big in debt right now, but we can find our way out of this. We got to stop living check to check. We got to get rid of these car notes. We should be able to cash out when we go to the get into the car dealership. We shouldn't be having to pay all these car payments, making these other companies rich, getting all this money, going and buying new cars with our shit. Like we got to figure it out. So invest, people. Just look into it. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. It's just something that I'm starting to do, and I'm gonna show y'all my journey, and I'm gonna get that million. I'm gonna get that million. I know that that's on my name. I know I'm gonna make it happen. So I want to thank y'all for tuning into this episode. Like I said, I just wanted to do a live podcast. I said the thunderstorm and all this shit. I said it had me bored as hell. So I was like, why not make one? So I just want to thank y'all for tuning in. Be sure, make sure y'all tune in every week. Episode usually be dropping on Friday. Since I'm gonna see how this live turn out. If this is cool, I'll fuck around and drop it every Thursday night. And y'all make sure y'all like, share, and comment. If you ever want to be on the podcast, reach out to me in the comments. You can hit me up on Instagram at Mechee from the Midwest podcast. If you know my real name, Demetrius. If you got me on social media, Facebook, Snapchat, just hit me up on there. Let me know what kind of topics y'all want to talk about. Any topics y'all want me to talk about. If it's a movie out there. If y'all got any script besides this Terrifier movie, I started to watch this shit, but just reading the 8:20. I'm about to watch like 30 minutes of it. I'm gonna let y'all know what I thought about the movie. It's a clown on Halloween and he torturing motherfuckers. I'm gonna just check out a little bit of it. I'm gonna let y'all know about it on the next episode. But in the meantime, if it's any TV shows out there like action, criminal minded type TV shows, horror movies, anything, leave it in the comments so I can start finding me some different movies. Me and my girl trying to find some shows. I'm currently out of a show to watch on my own time. Like on a day like this, like I said, I just podcast because it wasn't shit else to do. But y'all leave that up in the comments. Again, like, sharing, subscribe to the channel. Mechee from the Midwest. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm about to get up out of here, and I'm gonna holler at y'all next week.